So Gal and McShane are my top two overall, probably. So it'd be good to make a quick comparison between them now. Oh, won't let me comparison compared with Gallagher. So let's just see. So McShane is technically more gifted, especially going forward. But McShane has improved his marking. I remember thinking that was he needed to get better at that. So, but that's remember Gal's main strength. So McShane is still the beast, still the daddy. Value-wise, they're quite similar. Gal gets paid a bit more, which is interesting. But I think that's because they signed him when he was more developed at a bigger fee, whereas Arsenal plucked McShane from a young age. In terms of the caps, though, McShane's had a lot less, which is odd, considering he's been for a while the best player. Physically, they're quite evenly matched. That's good. They're both good. But McShane's technicals allow him to go forward, do more damage. It's just excellent. So good. Natural fitness could surprisingly poor though. They need to work on that. Too many Guinnesses. Played 31, 3-2-1. Only one man of the match, but a brilliant average rating for that position. Absolutely brilliant. 7.52. You can keep that consistent now for a few years. Bring it onto the international stage. 4 starts for Ireland, 1 sub, 1 goal, 1 man of the match, 7.42. But that in the league is very impressive, 7.52. I won't click into Arsenal because I haven't seen further down the screen. You've probably already looked, but Ross was there, but there was a year left on his contract, so hopefully he's got a move. But so I don't want to go into their tactics and reveal if he's there or not, just for my own personal amusement. We know Arsenal didn't win anything. Quite bland Arsenal. Quite realistic. Just finishing 4th all the time, not winning. Achievements, injuries, and he was out for 7 weeks, almost 2 months. So that would have been another 8 games or so, 8 or 9 games that he would have. So annoying when that happens. Sorry, boys. I've explained it to a few people why that keeps popping up. But it's to do with my touch screen, and the screen I'm actually viewing in that you see is really small. It's like the size of my hand. So I'm having to. That's why I'm navigating quite poorly as well a lot of the time. But let's just check his personal details out. So he's almost 5-star. Professional, continental. Okay, so we know all this now. Be interesting to see on the international stage how Ireland do now with all these type of good players. Monday, still at United. With the England squad though. So I've got another one to follow on the England front. His dribbling has improved. Considering crossing was his medium perk, his dribbling's surpassed that. Thus United's academy really bringing him on. But I noticed with Baldwin he was converted to a defensive winger, so they negated his best attacking attributes, whereas United have trained Monday just to be an orthodox winger. So he's looking good. Let's just see now what he's actually done. He's finally broken into United first team properly, and he's done well. Expect him to do probably maybe a little bit better, but he's still young, just breaking in. 23 league starts, 2/3, 2 man of the matches. So he's good. He's good. I thought he might stagnate a bit, not break in, but he's doing well. And he was out for 2 months as well, so he probably would have played an extra 8 or 9 games. So he's almost first choice winger there, or he plays on either flank. Let's see. That versatility means he'll play more games either side. But they do see him as a right-sided player. He's spirited. Not happy with all of you boys sucking him off, but I think it's because he's to do with the England manager. Slugs. But where could he improve? Maybe pace, finishing, technique. So there is a lot of room for improvement there. But those two make him, if he's just an out and out wide man, he's going to do well. Get those balls into the box. That's why United like him, I imagine. So 4 England games. So I imagine he'll be like a sub or in the 23-man squad during the World Cup, making cameos. Stephen passing horse. Still at City, still very good. I think these have come up a little bit. 16s. He's with the England squad as well. So all the England boys so far hitting the heights you want to now, because you've only got 2 World Cups really where you're going to be around your peak. 28. The next one would be your absolute peak. But let's look at Stephen. He's on 105 grand. He's got 2 goals and 9 caps for England. Very good considering he got only 2 under 21 level. So very consistent in terms of games, but that's improved a lot. 7 man of the matches from centre mid. It's very hard to do. So Stephen, excellent. Good average rating as well. So he's got a long time on his contract. Achievements. We know that there was a double there. Injuries. It's fine. So what's his lowest attribute? Just crossing 12, but you don't need that. He's not wide. His physicals aren't great, to be honest. He doesn't have speed. He's strong. So he probably just sits and creates, because look, you can see here, it looks very rounded, brilliant on this side of aspect, but then it's slow. But that will help him when he's older, because when he loses his pace when he's older, it won't really affect him anyway, because he can just be the deep lying playmaker then. So Stephen could have a long career, just because his physicals are going to drop off eventually. They will for everyone, but it's not going to affect what he's good at or what his best attributes are. So he's playing high standard for a long time. Dare I say, got a touch of Steven Gerrard about him. And coming on to Ross Ty, he was at Arsenal. He's still at Arsenal, and his contract's expiring, like mine, in 30 days. He's unhappy. With the Scotland squad. Oh no, I don't know if Ross will be happy with that. I think you've given up on your England dream too soon. Maybe Scotland have qualified for the World Cup. I can quickly check that, because none of us are also Scotland. No, they're in some Mickey Mouse European Nations League group. They are 18th ranked in the world, did I just see. They obviously haven't qualified, because they would have had fixtures here. But 18th in the world, yet they can't get into the World Cup. So I don't know what this European Nations League group is. It's obviously a little tournament that's going on when the World Cup's on. But he's unhappy, obviously. He would be at Arsenal. He's probably not played a lot. Yes, so Ross is asking the right questions. Needs to leave. But I just think if he hadn't joined Arsenal and he'd spent 21 to 24 at a different club playing, he would have improved the stats. He would have been knocking on the door for England. I made Ross' background Scottish. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but he would have... I don't know how accurate it is as well. I've never heard from Ross that he has Scottish ancestry, but I just assumed, or maybe I heard his dad was Scottish, or with a name like Ross, it does sound Scottish. But again, I want you to move. It'd be interesting to see who you move to, because I'm worried now that obviously it'd be interesting to see what happened to Tumba, because he was in our position that me and Ross are in now last year. So if he's just done a Mills and basically not got a club, we could all end up retiring, which would be a travesty considering we've all got ability. And he's played in the Prem for Arsenal, so surely someone will take him. But he's had a backward year. Not so much a backward year, because that was almost a good year considering Ross's ability and Arsenal's standing. Played more games than I expected there, but he's played less than I expected then, considering he had 13 the year before. Pretty much played all their reserve games by the looks of things, and does well. 14 assists from 38 games. That's really good over a course of a season. So